Hey, welcome back. This is Haya Ina Atoku, and I am back to playing Psychopath's Mandatory Happiness. And we're going to do another episode today, or like a part. We're on case 2 or chapter 2. I'm not sure. I just call it case 2, what you want to call it. But let's continue. This is getting real interesting, and I'm kind of excited to see what happens in this case. I rushed after the enforcers. Hey, so you guys know, say hi to Levi back there. Good boy, Levi. Could you be a police dog? I don't know. I don't know if you could be a police dog. Of course I did. It's my job. Well, this is really run down. What? Okay. In front of me, Enforcer Tsurugi and Kagagori were facing the door with their tools in hand. Okay, yeah, because we sent them in. I wasn't going to do it this time. Kana and Yuya, their door of fate was now unlocked. Okay, there she is. On the other side of the door was Kana. The interior was a mess. The window pane was broken, and a desk lamp had shattered into pieces. What had happened? The whimpering sounds of Yuya could still be heard from outside the room. Kana raised her hand and shrieked. Okay, we gotta think about it. I rushed ahead and enforced Tsurugi as he shouted in protest and pointed the Dominator, Kana Mitsuhashi. Oh, golly. Her crime coefficient was... Which reminds me, what is my coefficient? Crime coefficient. Oh, well, I mean, I don't have a crime coefficient, but what's my, crime coefficient is 213. Target for enforcement actions, safety released. Doesn't it say execution? Doesn't it say execution? Kana Mitsuhashi, you have been recognized as a latent criminal. We shall proceed with enforcement. Oh, no. Oh, no. I mean, I guess you could be happy, right? But you gotta take care of your baby. And if you're not, I guess you can adopt them out. Enforcer Tsurugi, backup is required. I pulled the trigger. What? Why did I pull the trigger? I thought enforcers were doing this. Oh no, not again. At the same time, Enforcer Tsurugi appeared next to me. He got the baby? Kana Mechisui's body collapsed to the floor, and Enforcer Tsurugi dove, catching Yuya as he fell out of his mom's limp arms. Oh gosh, well, I'm glad someone else is there. Goodness.
Nice catch.
Yes, nice catch. Oh my goodness. I guess she was even thinking that the baby's gonna drop, right? My character is like so like, I don't know. She is an android. Enforcer Kagagori looked at Yuya's face, smiling, but then the infant started to wail. Well, of course. Oh. It's his fault. Boop, 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 boop. Enforcer Tsurugi tried comforting him, but he only cried louder. Yeah, sometimes it happens. You're scared. I knew they were going to say something like that. Like you're really ugly or something. I don't know. Oh, hey, I don't think it matters, dude. That's sexist. Hey, wait. Oh, I know someone who would say that. Oh, he is cutie. Enforcer Tsurugi dumped the infant into my arms. It was warm, soft, small, and so small. Oh my goodness, right? It is a little boy. Why did Kana Mitsuhashi ever have a desire to kill this tiny, weak thing? Before she got to that point, someone should have reached out to her. Well, sometimes taking care of kids does stuff. You need to relax and stuff. But I thought we were already doing that. Pops. Understood? Yuya faced his mother, extending his tiny arms out. He just kept reaching for her and crying. I didn't know how to make him stop. All I knew was that their ties were severed. Oh, that's cute. I could see that in my head. I want you to be happy at least. Oh, I knew I should save the regret for later. For now, all I could do was help the one who could still be saved. I thought that's what I was supposed to do. Oh. I wonder if this is going to be end of case 2. Yuya was safe now, and Kana was taken to the hospital, but it wasn't over yet. We needed to stay at the scene until the crime lab drones were finished with analysis. Hey, I love this music! Enforcer Tsurugi and I were left to preserve the crime scene, while the others headed back to the temporary headquarters to wrap up the case. So we were alone in the apartment, just the two of us. Okay? He seems pretty sad, though. As the sun set, Enforcer Tsurugi just stared at the nursing bottle as it rolled down on the floor without saying a word. I don't know. I mean, I'm assuming he's gonna have to go into like welfare. I mean, here in the U.S., it's like, oh man, I honestly forgot what it's called. I was at loss for words. It was not certain that the infant would be transferred to a child nursing home, but I felt that was not what Enforcer Tsurugi was asking. Here, it's like the welfare system or something. Maybe someone would adopt him, or at least be like foster parents. What do you mean we couldn't save him? What do you mean? What? He took the words right from my mouth. I wanted to see it, but it was something I could not disclose in front of the rest of Division 1. What? What do you mean we couldn't save him? What? He looked alive to me. Certainly the infant's life was saved, and the gaping hole left in his heart could be filled and treated with therapy, but that wasn't it. He's a baby. From what I know, kids don't even remember anything till they're like 5. Oh, he's not going to remember any of it, most likely. And if he does, that's like really rare. I don't know if they're going to remember. They were really little, unless they're talking about the other little boy, the older boy. Was there nothing else I could do? We both held on to that regret, and I didn't fail to send a shudder throughout my chest, but only he said it. We separated him from his mother's abuse. It was a sound theory, the optimal solution, but as I watched Yuya cry, I wavered. Was it really the right thing to do? Yeah? She would have eventually probably hurt him where he might not even woken up. Sir, I do not know. It's all hindsight now. We can no longer help Kana anymore. Yeah, the little baby would have gotten like shaken baby syndrome or something. I mean, and maybe even accidentally. Exactly. Oh, there's a character. We both stopped talking and gazed out the window in silence. The city lights could be seen from afar. Buildings lit up, full of people at work. If they were ever in danger, I just hoped we would be able to reach them in time. Oh man, I'm taking a drink. I quietly wished that. A great sunset, but we've seen the sunset for a little while now. My wristcom notified me that an enforcer's hue had been clouded? What? It was understandable, but I couldn't neglect my duties. I operated my device calling the enforcers. Okay, Kogami? Again?
こちらハウンド3。なんだ？何かあったのか？ああ、俺の色相。
Well, he gets pissed off a lot, I guess.
あんなものを目の前で見ちゃ答える。スネモレも随分ショックを受けてた。今は少し落ち着いてるが。何？
Oh, Jinza's concerning?
やるべきことはちゃんとやるさ。それより技能を心配してやってくれ。あいつは繊細だからな。
Oh, I guess it really doesn't.
まずは何より監視官の色相を気にするべきなんじゃないか。
Because her cues are already kind of, done already. Done for, I guess. But I mean, they can get back to normal. After a brief conversation, all I felt was fatigue. The enforcer's reactions were quite typical of any human, but for someone like me, their emotional responses made no sense. Then, the crime lab drones that were busy at work just a moment ago suddenly stopped.
Oh? もう終わったのか?
Yeah?
いいえ、違います。
No, it's not. Why to say yeah? The analysis had been completed. Maybe the drones were being hacked? We approached one of them, trying to figure out why they stopped, and then his shadow appeared.
ここにいたお母さんと子供を知らない?
What? It's speaking? The shadow belonged to a young boy standing at the entrance. What? I thought he was a droid. A young boy with gold hair and red eyes. The moment I saw him, I felt a strong kick in my head. Yeah, the red eyes kind of look brown, but I guess they are red. I remembered him from the footage, but when I had seen his image then, I'd only felt a light dizziness. However, what I was feeling now was much different. It felt like I had seen him before, not from the footage, but from somewhere else. But where? I couldn't remember. All the confusion made the kicking in my head hurt more. You there! Where did you get that cyborg? Did I just say that? I grimaced enduring my headache. This boy was using the stolen medical cyborg. Oh, they finally get it. There was no doubt and was not about to let my headache stop me. Why do you have a headache? I was a detective, after all.
方法を説明するのは難しいな。僕にはできるとしか言えない。それに、これは僕のおもちゃだ。
Oh.
自由に使ってるだけさ。
Whoa, that cyborg is pretty skinny. In other words, he had the ability to infiltrate high security facilities and steal that cyborg with ease. I immediately became more cautious of him. He may have been attacking me with some sort of cerebral pulse device, which is why I was experiencing this headache.
剣執行官、気をつけてください。
Enforcer Tsurugi, be careful. Does your head hurt? He may be using a soundwave cerebral weapon.
はあ? 頭痛? 俺は何も感じちゃいないが。
Okay, that's good. What was the meaning of this? Why was the only one feeling it?
ねえ、僕の質問にも答えてよ。ここにいたお母さんと子供はどこに？
Oh, thought he knew already.
三橋かなえと三橋。
Are Kana and Yuya your companions?
うん。特にお母さんとは親しいんだ。彼女を助けてここへ連れてきたのは僕さ。
Oh, don't tell him too much.
ここへ。
Here? Brought here? Saved? Kana? Then could it be you were the one who hacked the street scanners and
監
cameras?
視カメラをクラッキングしていたのはひょっとしてあなた？そうだよ。
He grinned, then he folded his arms, tapping his foot and asked,
ねえ、彼女と子供はどこ？
I can't really tell you, can I? Oh no, don't tell him, Tsurugi. Why did you just do that? Why?
こ
Okay. Does he know he's a cyborg? The cyborg youth stopped grinning, and his left eye numbers flashed and then disappeared. It was probably a medical cyborg function for eternal monitoring.
三橋かなえは色相が悪化し、潜在犯認定を受けました。あのままでは子供の安全に重大な脅威となっていたでしょう。
Oh, Kana's hue had deteriorated, and she was deemed a latent criminal. If left alone, she would have threatened the well-being of her child.
僕に任せておけばよかったのに。僕ならうまく落ち着かせてあげられるのに。
Maybe.
その方法ってのは床一面のお薬パラダイスのことか。
Yeah, that's a lot of pills.
そうだよ。これさえあれば彼女は笑ってくれるんだ。
Oh wow. Tsurugi's fighting his dominator right now.
僕はクズなんかじゃない。僕は人間だ。
なぜそんなひどいことを言うの？
Don't tell him what it is either. Well, I mean, I guess you might have to.
ああ、そうさ。知らなきゃ教えてやる。こいつの性能と、てめえ自身のクズっぷりをな。
Okay. Oh no. What?
そんなものを僕に向けるの？僕は
What?
僕は
Is he controlling
彼女を
Saruchi?
救おうとしていただけなのに。
Oh no, not Saruchi. Enforcer Saruchi pulled out his Dominator and aimed it at him, and then his eyes widened with surprise. No, Saruchi. Why do you have blue eyes?
剣執行官
What's the matter, Enforcer Saruchi? I want to know
自
too.
分で試してみろよ。クガタチ城。ドミネーターを奴に向けろ。
Okay, you're not able to do anything, are you? Or you can't get like a crime coefficient or something, right? I pointed my Dominator at him, and it was clear this young boy was the thief, but... What, is he clear or something? What? He has nothing. Oh gosh, of course Saruji is not being mind controlled. You get blue eyes like that when you use a Dominator toy. What? Yeah, I don't think he has a crime coefficient at all. Oh, he's a cyborg! The Dominator did not respond. He was a target that Sybil could not detect. It was impossible, yet I saw it with my own eyes. Well, he is a cyborg. What are you? For some reason, after I asked him that, he stopped moving. Except for his left eye, which kept flashing with numbers. It was like watching a computer lag.
僕は 僕は人間を幸せにする存在だから。お前さんもハルトも幸せに
I guess you did your best.
あげたのに。
やっぱりハルトの野郎に協力してたのもお前か。
そうだよ。それの何が悪いんだ。僕はみんなを幸せにしてあげただけなんだ。
The boy became furious, shouting loudly, his eyes that burned red only expressed rage, revealing the manifestation of his feelings. It baffled me, though, how he reacted after we aimed the Dominator at him, and the pause after I inquired of his existence reminded me of a droid. But now he burned with the fury of a sentient creature. What was he? What should I do?
これ以上僕の邪魔をするな。
Okay, well then stop getting in all the cases. An instant hesitation was a fatal mistake. You can't be connected to all the cases, dude.
クガタチ城。
Watch out. What? What just happened? Saruji! Yeah, I just said Saruji. He lunged in front of me, receiving the blow dealt from the boy. What? Enforcer Saruji fell to his knees, breathing heavily, and his forehead dripped with sweat, and it was apparent that he suffered greatly. What? What just happened? What just happened?
するやつは排除しなくちゃ。
What? What, you just eliminated Saruji? Stop it. The boy approached, closing in on the wounded enforcer. I rushed in front of him and spread my arms out. He'd have to get through me first, okay? This guy might be really strong.
こいつを守ろうとしてるの。なぜ？
Well, yeah. What he said was reasonable. I had little need to protect Enforcer Saruji with my life. Rather, guarding him would be futile if I was attacked. But I stood my ground. Get the... Oh, you can't do nothing to the Dominator. Hopefully she has, like, martial arts training or something.
いいえ、やめ
No, I won't. You're my subordinate and a living human.
人間です。
Yes, regardless if he was an enforcer, he was a part of society. If there was a chance to save him, then all by means I needed to try at least. That did not make sense.
その手の届く限り。
As long as it's possible, people should protect others. That's a responsibility. Isn't that right, Enforcer Saruji? Yeah, I don't care if you guys are enforcers.
守る。君、どうしてお母さんと同じことを言うの？
お母さん。
Mother?
お母さんはお母さんだよ。そうだよね。 人を幸せにして痛いことや苦しいことから守るために僕もこの体を手に入れたんだもの。なんでだろうな。邪魔されたはずなのに胸が温かくなってるよ。
どういうこと？
What do you mean? However, without answering me, the boy leaped over us and landed on the broken windowsill.
僕はアルファ。クガたち。
Alpha?
君は少しお母さんに似てる。でも、もう邪魔しないでね。
But who's his mother, though?
みんなを幸
If
せに
he's in a
したいって言って
cyborg's
ないんだ。
body.
アルファ。
Alpha? The moment I heard that name, my soon-to-be-gone headache stormed back. It felt like something was drilling into my head. What? Hopefully this is not like your son, like, I don't know, back from the dead, and I don't know. They, like, for some reason their essence went somewhere, I don't know, into over a cyborg. I don't know. Then Alpha did a backflip, jumping out of the window, disregarding the descent from the 8th floor. The cyborg he still was quite capable, physically speaking. I don't know. Sometimes I'm pretty good at things that happen, but I might not be in this situation.
肝心な時に役に立てなかった。
いえ。
It's okay. It was my fault for showing weakness. My head had quieted down, but the pulse was still intense. I continued to focus on my breath, deep inhales and slow exhales, attempting to calm myself down.
クガタ地上、大丈夫か？顔色が真っ青だぞ。
Is it? Is it pale? I'm fine, thank you. More importantly, please contact Inspector Jinsa and request for backup.
わかった。あんたちょっと
Isn't
休ん
he
で。
supposed to be like, I don't know, insured? Shouldn't he be like humping over or something? Enforcer Saruji lifted himself up, swaying a bit as he patted my shoulder, and then I crouched down. It seemed like I took more damage than I had thought. What? What do you mean?
アルファか。懐かしい名前を聞いたもんだ。
I didn't know he punched her or anything. I leaned back against the wall, focusing on my breathing, and Enforcer Saruji sat down beside me.
何かご存知なんですか？
Do you know something?
いや、シンプルな名前だし、単なる偶然なんだろうがな。昔の知り合いがお気に入り。
What? Hey, is it that doctor friend you're talking about? Huh. Weird.
ですか。
Is that so? Favorite toy? My head started hurting again. What was happening to me?
あんたこそ、あいつに会ってから随分と調子が悪そうだが。
わかります。
I don't know. I can't remember, though I've been having this beating headache ever since meeting him. It's weird. I can't stop feeling like I've met him
不
before.
思議ですね。
もしかしたら、なくしたあんたの記憶に関わってるのかもな。あの擬態はさ。
Yeah, I'm thinking so too.
なんでしょうね。
Who knows? It might or might not. Like the night that spread across the sky, enveloping the sun, the truth was lost in the dark. Okay. After we returned to the temporary HQ, we reported our findings of the suspect Alpha and how the Dominator did not respond to Inspector Jinsa. Let's see what he has to say.
何かの間違いではないのか。例えば、
What?
君たちによる
Is that the first thing you have to say
ドミネーターの操作ミスであること
to
も
us?
考えられる。
可能性
Okay.
はゼロではないにせよ。限りなく低い数値でしょう。
That possibility is not zero, but it's extremely low. But if we confirmed it with both of our dominators, and the probability of human error
救い
is...
がゼロではない以上、論理的にはそれが起きることを想定してしかるべきだ。
I don't know.
シビレは無ビューだからだ。
The guy's clear or something. He could be transparent?
実際に俺も
Are the cyborgists?
ドミネーターを向け、そいつが反応していないことを確かめたんだ。
Well, Jinza doesn't believe that kind of stuff at all.
根拠も証拠もなく、 闇雲にそれを信じることはできん。
Oh, without proof. Okay, we got two living souls here that say that it didn't work,
おっ
but
しゃること
okay.
はごもっともだと思います。
I agree with you. What? What do you mean? You saw it too. Are you serious?
この目で見たんだぞ。
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Saruji. What is wrong with her? It's like she's being brainwashed or mind controlled.
剣執
Oh
行官、
goodness.
私たちには出せる証拠があります。
Enforcer Saruji, we don't have any evidence. More importantly, I have another possibility that I thought of, Inspector Jinza. What?
ギノザ監視官、
What is your possibility?
なんだ。
I want to know.
はい。一つは
Well, there's a possibility that Alpha is controlling the cyborg wirelessly. I mean, yeah, sure.
スキャンは人間
A somatic scan measures a human's internal body tissue and physiology. Even if the subject is a cyborg, this can be performed as long as the human brain is stored within it.
遠隔操作ならそれがなくなると。でも
No brain.
遠隔操作なんかできるのか。
Well, I mean, cyborgs don't need brains, do they?
医療用擬態はその特性上
The medical cyborg allows for real-time connectivity to humans' brain data. That's what I'm
理
saying.
論的には
Does it really have to be in their head?
コントロールすること
Thus, controlling externally is plausible in theory.
だがそもそもスキャンができない存在という段階で各セキュリティに止められるはず。いや、奴は高度な能力を持ったクラッカーでもあったな。
ですがそれは理
But that is just in theory. Actual implementation would be hard.
極めて大
It'd be only possible with an extremely large high-spec server
専用回
and
線
an exclusive connectivity line.
その点については一度空の森にも検討さ
I'm sure she could probably do
専
it.
用回線を密かに整備して
I
い
don't
ない
really
とは
like talking to her too much.
そしてもう一つ
Also, one more thing.
まだあるのか。
Is there more? I hesitated about speaking of another possibility. It was absurd after all, but as impossible as it may be, it was more important to offer as much info as possible.
はい彼が
Yes, there is a possibility that he may not be human.
なんだと。
What?
先ほども申し上げたように
As I said before, the cymatic scan only reacts to humans. It would explain why Alpha's processing power exceeds far beyond a
AI で
human's.
ある可能性は
Too. In short, he's possibly an AI.
バカな。
Yeah.
そのように
Possibly.
高度な自律行動を行う AI が開発されたという話。
Oh, they're not going to tell you everything, Jinzo. You know
あ
that.
くまで可能性の話です
It's only a possibility. As you said, someone who cannot be read by a somatic scan would be restricted by the security system nonetheless.
また
And although it's a fundamentally and technologically possible to develop a device that can block the cymatic scan, it is impossible with the current technology.
その結果がなぜ AI だという結論になる。
I don't know, because
私
he
たち
didn't
が
have
経験
any
した現
like
象を説明する最有
crime
力の仮
coefficient.
説は
The most convincing hypothesis to explain this phenomenon we've experienced isn't the censoring of the psychopaths, but rather the emergence of a special entity.
最初からサイコパスを持ってない存在ってことか。
Okay? Yeah?
私はアルファの
To add, when I encountered Alpha, I noticed he experienced a sort of lag like other AI droids do.
したのを見ました
Well, yeah, he
確か
does.
に一瞬あいつが止まった時、俺も変だとは思った。でも AI ってのはあんなにも激しく怒ったりするもんなのか。
Yeah, that's true.
そこが私の疑問でもあります
That's when I started to doubt. It's like he possesses the reactions of an AI, but the emotions of a human. What is he?
一体何者なのか
Maybe he's connected to some corpse or something, right?
バカバカしい。そもそもクガたち、君はあらゆる人間の反応を機械的に捉えすぎる。そのラグもただ戸惑っていただけ。
So, Jinzo, you probably don't think that he's even an android, right?
その可能性もあります
That's also possible. However, for some reason, I knew that was not the case. It was not a human-like way of expressing confusion.
剣、貴様の見解はどうだ。貴様もアルファが AI などという世まいごとを信じ
What?
ているつもりか。
Nonsense, Jinzo?
俺は
In Enforcer Tsurugi looked perplexed. Did he also believe that it was impossible?
正直よくわからん。だが、Kugatachi城が真面目に言ってるのはわかる。
Well, you saw that he didn't have a
考えてもいいんじゃないか。
crime coefficient.
話にならんな。貴様のそれは感情論で、ただ闇雲に
Proof.
クガたちを信じろと
We
言っ
need
て
to
も
have
同
proof,
じだ。
definitely. The discussion was cut short. The Dominator's lack of response toward Alpha was reported as an operational error by us, the new detectives. Oh, nice. Okay, you're just crazy. Crazy in the head. But I couldn't throw away the possibility that Alpha was an AI. Hey, that's believable in that, like, time. You know, this... Yeah, and this error, the setting and that stuff, I think that's definitely, like, something... I feel like I'd met him somewhere before. Was this feeling blinding my reasoning? If so, I knew I should not bring in my personal feelings into the investigation. At any rate, we didn't have any leads. But if we found him, we might have had the opportunity to find out more. It's not like we could let him run wild after all. He purposely stole the cyborg and fled the scene, and after assisting both Hiroto, Sato, and Kana, there was a high probability he would cause another incident. That probability was reaching closer to 100%. At 9:12 p.m., Satoru Mitsuhashi appeared at our temporary headquarters. I think that's husband. That was half an hour after Inspector, I'm assuming Akane tried calling him 7 times. Oh, wow. He's just going to appear in this room here. He approached us with bloodshot eyes and a puffed-up chest. It was obvious he lost his calm, and without even scanning him, there was a high chance he had a colored hue.
君か! 仕事中に何度も連絡をよこしたのは
I don't know.
はい、すみません。
Oh,
ご
it
迷
was
惑だとは
Akane.
思っていたのですが、直也くんと優也くんのことについてお話が。
Don't they supposed to take you to like an interrogation room or
そ
something?
んなことは知ったことか
息子さんのことですよ。
失礼ですが、
Excuse me, but since Kana was enforced as a latent criminal, she's no longer has custody. So you have a duty to fulfill being the only parent available?
ああ、真剣ね。それなら放棄する。僕には養育なんて無理だ。ただでさえ忙しいのに。
Oh
こ
my.
こになんて構っていられない。
Well, that is so sad.
今回の事件でどれだけ会社に迷惑をかけたことか。
Oh, wow.
あんな女と結婚したのが間違いだったよ。
Wow.
あんたそれでも夫かよ。
Yeah.
妻としての義務を先に放棄したのはあっちだ。まったく。さっさと婚姻適正判定を受けて離婚すべきだった。
What was an arranged marriage or something?
子供だってそうだ。あんな潜在犯気質の子供、僕の子じゃない。かなえが浮気でも。
Really? Kids, you can be unstable?
僕の子
Wow, I didn't know that. I mean, I guess, but I mean,
なはず。
they look the little
おい、
smiley face.
何のつもりだ。おい、
He's getting ticked options, though. What do you think? Enforcer Tsurugi clenched his fist, and then he swung. What? Me too? Okay, what am I gonna do? I managed to stop Tsurugi. I did not manage to stop. Maybe I should stop him, because if he gets in trouble... I mean, I don't want him to get in trouble. Stopped him?
やめなさい、剣。
Stop it, Enforcer Tsurugi! I restrained his arm with all my might. No matter what his reasons were, I cannot let him commit a violent act upon someone right in front of me. I know the guy's a
話せ。
pick.
殴らせろ。こいつは。
But I don't want you to get in trouble either. Please, no violence. Do you want to lose your status as an enforcer? Yeah, we don't always think about things we do. His body didn't stop. I did not anticipate that the threat of losing his job was his weak point. Really? Well, I mean, he might like being an enforcer. They can't get reinstated.
そうだな。こんな奴のためにクビになる。
It's not worth it. That dude's like messed up anyway.
それはどういう意味だ。僕をバカにしてるのか。君のような粗暴な人間に。
Crazed. Your Hugh's like probably messed up if you're talking about your kids, Hugh.
いや、剣の言う通りだ。あんたはな、殴られるだけの価値もないんだよ。
Good, Pops. Tell him how it is. As Enforcer Masaka approached, Satoru backed away.
だって
Yeah.
あんたは殴られたってわからんだろうからな。
He's a street
自分
beat
の
cop.
何が悪かったかなんて。
何を言ってる。
Yeah, he'll probably punch him.
悪くない。悪いのは全てかなえだと。
Not really. It's your fault too, dude.
これを俺たち相手に言われてもな。あんたがそれを言う相手は厚生省のお役人だ。息子さんの親権を放棄するときに。
And also...
なんだ。何が言いたい。もったいぶらずに早く言え。
いや、この先何度あんたはそのセリフを繰り返すんだろうな。あんたに妻子がいたことを知る人間は何度だって聞くだろう。不思議そうに。
Well, he is older. I guess he knows what he's talking about.
あんたは何もしなかったのかってな。
僕に何ができたって言うんだ。家内は愚痴ばかりで建設的な意見交換なんてできやしない。
Well,
赤ん坊の世話なんて僕には向いてな
I
い。
guess
できないんだ。
a little bit of help is nice.
やれやれ、本当に何もしなかったのか。育てる覚悟もなくお子様が子供を作っちゃいかんな。
Oh no.
僕は子供じゃない。
You're a big
どう
brat.
してもっと子供に目を向けなかった。あんたができたことはいくらもあったはずだ。親として大人としてな。
Right, Pops. Right.
それは
Jinzo, come on. He is a douche. I noticed Inspector Jinzo bit his lip, as if he was trying to hold back. I guess Satoru was just that awful. Also, there was something strange about his speech. Huh. Though I didn't remember my own parents, if Satoru was compared to a normal father, he would not be qualified to raise children. That being said, I took a step forward. Then, I pointed the Dominator at him. What? Oh no!
犯罪係数
Crime coefficient is over 100. Target for enforcement action.
解除します。
Safety released! Please aim calmly and suppress the target. How do I know what color this guy is? It says yellow. Is it yellow? I don't know. He said E?
おい、Kugatachi。
Oh well.
少しお待ちください。
Please wait. We need to check the psychopaths of all parties involved. He was a confirmed at-will target. I should have pulled the trigger, but I had something I wanted to tell him first. It could be futile, but I thought I had to inform him of what his wife needed and what he should have done as her husband.
育児中の女性に必要なの
What a woman needs during motherhood is not constructive opinions, but a sign of
共感を
sympathy.
示すことです。
は
Huh?
1日に30分でもかなえさんの話を聞いていましたか？
Did you listen to what she had to say for 30 minutes a day? Did you ever offer to put your babies to bed? Did you ever give her time to enjoy some peace and quiet? I mean, yeah, that does help.
わけないだろ。仕事で疲れてるんだ。家ではゆっくり休む。
But she's tired too.
育児は家内の仕事だ。
That's true. But you get a rest?
これはほんの一例にしか過ぎませんが。
Is that so? Then there's only one reason. But in other words, you're saying she never had any time to rest, correct?
だから何が言いたいんだ。
あなたができたことの一例です。
These are things you could have done. For many actions or even just one, you could have single-handedly helped her. You prove. Or they could have hired a nanny. Someone else to help out, too.
他にもありますよ。
Except you didn't. Whether it was choosing childcare products with her, letting her attend counseling, or accepting a babysitter, you simply refused to help.
だからってだからってかなえが
Oh, what?
かなえさんは
Everything she did was for you and your children's hue improvement. Although it is unfortunate that she did not receive those results herself. I stared at Sadaru, choosing my next words carefully. It was important that he understood what I was about to say.
何もしなかったのは
It was you who didn't do anything. It was you who wasn't worthy of a marriage or raising children. Satoru, you are the one who's at fault.
あなた本人ですよ
I think he was too.
あなたの犯罪係数は改善
I mean, even if he didn't help out, he could have at least hired a nanny or something to help out with cooking and chores and stuff. Your crime coefficient is so clouded that it will never recover. You're becoming a latent criminal and I will enforce you. Oh, wow. Satoru was so dumbfounded, only his lips quivered, like a tiny goldfish trapped in a bowl. There was nothing he could do but watch. Okay. Okay. Crime coefficient.
執行対象
Okay.
ですセーフティーを解除します落ち着いて
Okay.
基準を定め対象
What are
を
we gonna
制
do?
圧してください
Sure. The Dominators reconfirmed his status, and I pulled the trigger just like that. Hopefully he doesn't blow up or anything. I mean, I couldn't tell what his status was anyway.
久我たち君は
Jinzo, come on. This guy's hue was cloudy.
勧告し執行しました
I checked his crime coefficient, reasoned with him, and now I've enforced him. Is there any problems?
問題などないそのなんだよくやった
Well, hopefully the babies will get someone to foster them or something.
でも、まさか自分まで潜在犯になるなんて。
I know that sucks.
ちょっといい気味って思ってるだろう、あかねちゃん。
そんなこと。
Maybe?
ああ、潜在犯だって分かってるなら殴っとけばよかったよな、たくちゃん。
口を慎め係あの時点ではまだ一般人だ
Oh, he was so normal, but he can get a crime coefficient like in 5 seconds.
俺は貴様らと違って暴力での解決など望んでいない
Oh, come on. After scolding Enforcer Kagori, Inspector Jinzo looked at me. His face was heavy fatigue as it were carrying a burden. Maybe this case also weighed down his heart, and nothing was better than reducing that weight, even if it was just a little.
父親は叱るべき報いを受けたお手柄だったな久我たち
Well,
こと
thanks.
を成したまでですから
I'm fulfilling my purpose till the end. What? Okay, am I gonna look at my hue or anything? What?
また失敗しちゃった
Did you? I had tried my... Wait, is this him talking? I tried my best, but I couldn't bring happiness. Oh, to con on the others. This is bad. Now mother wouldn't come back to me. Oh, this is him. But I'd been thinking on only one thing, the meaning of my existence. It was all I had.
僕は人を幸せにするなぜか僕はそのために生まれてきたからだ
I told myself that to reaffirm the significance of my existence, the reason why I was here.
色相はシビラが指標とする幸せへの道しるべシステムの言う通りにすれば
Oh, sorry, clear
ク
hues.
リアになって
So he's not a clear hue. He's probably like, there's some hues that are called transparent where you can't really tell what someone's hue is. But I think transparent was where you couldn't...
なのに
Well,
ど
no,
うし
not...
て色相が濁るんだろう何が足りな
In
い
the
んだ
manga I just read, I just finished the Psychopaths mangas with Kogami, and I know the last one there was a guy that had he was transparent, but one certain person couldn't see him, other people could see him, but his hue is transparent.
もっとデータが必要だな 人を、人間を幸せにするデータが。
I certainly needed to know more about humans. Mother used to tell me so. I'm still imperfect, just a bad boy who cannot meet her expectations. Oh. I knew from watching Kana that mothers love good kids. Kids who met expectations. That was what I had to be, a good kid who made everyone happy. Well, unfortunately in life, you can't make everyone happy, and kids aren't the only ones. I mean, parents need to kind of like do stuff with their kids and make them happy and vice versa, but like I said, you're not going to make everyone happy all the time. There's going to be bad times. Every day is not going to be like a bed of roses. So.
頑張ってみんなを幸せにするよ。だから、そうしたら、
Oh man.
きっと迎えに来て、いっぱいいっぱい褒めてくれるよね。
Of course she'll be proud of you, but making mistakes, and that's part of being human. In order to make humans happy, I had to know more about them, and I needed more data of happy people. Oh man, come on, happy people aren't always happy though. So I left the room. Now, where should I go? Is this end of case 2? I'm thinking it's probably going to be over here. Maybe. The case report of the incident was still ongoing. Though everyone was hard at work, progress was slow. Everyone seemed to be weighed down by the outcome of the case. I was no exception. It may have affected my hue, too. Unconsciously, I activated my hue checker. Oh, I'm still heliotrope purple. If I kept going on like this, my hue would worsen. To prevent that from happening, it's appropriate to take supplements. Am I going to take a supplement? I mean, maybe I should this time, because I've had a few cases, so maybe I should take it this time. I've been like kind of not doing it. I reached for a mineral care supplement in my pocket, tossed it in my mouth, then chewed it up. It had a faint mint flavor and a smell to it. I mean, I haven't had one yet. I mean, I don't think I'll take one next time. Our efficiency has increased regarding office work, correspondence, and other routine tasks. It has actually dropped by 50% from Division 1's usual standards.
しょうがないですよ。今度の事件は後味悪かったですから。
さすがの鉄の
I guess it could be worse.
根森監視官も今度の事件後には色相が濁りましたもんね。
What?
私なんか鈍感だから大したことありませんけど。かがりくんはちょっと心配か。
Like Akani's like was really good all the time.
それを言うならとっつぁんもだ。まあ、とっつぁんは人の親で、かがりは
What?
潜在犯認定されてる。今回の事件、人事じゃなかった。
Oh. That's sad that Kagagori got it when he was a kid. I mean, I would... Actually, that'd probably be normal. Inspector Jinza made them take it off. I think the inspectors also need some time off. But what am I gonna do? She said she gets bored, and even if she's off, she doesn't have nothing to do. With that being said, he actually seems to be fulfilling his duties still.
あいつは仕事でストレスを紛らわそうとする時がある。特にここじゃ他の趣味も。
What? Hard to have a life.
素直に休んでくれりゃいいんだがな。
Sure. Inspector Jinza was clearly tired. Dark rings hung under his eyes, suggesting he had not gotten adequate sleep over the past few days. Moreover, he's ever been lacking in attentiveness. But if I pointed that out, he'd definitely get angry. But then again, I couldn't let this go on. Inspector Jinza, how about you return to Tokyo and undergo therapy treatment? Inspector Jinza just looked at me. Did he understand that he was endangering himself? Maybe that was why he didn't object.
そのことなら問題ない。厚生省からこちらにカウンセラーが派遣されることになった。
Good?
監視官の色相悪化は重大問題。早めにケアしないと業務に差し支えるからね。ああ、今回に限っては執行官。
Yeah, I forgot their hues can be fixed too.
Kugatachi.
And enforcers can actually have regular lives again too.
カウンセリングを進めておきます。ドロイドちゃんが？
Sure. We cannot ignore Enforcer Kagori's current use state. As an inspector, I recommend that he intends canceling.
そういうことじゃないんだけど。
Oh, okay. I just recommended it. Then excuse me. What? Why do you even mention it then? Don't mention it. Oh, there he is. Oh, he doesn't want it anyway. I can't say this is a wise decision. Your hue is clouded and your work performance has plummeted. At this rate, your status as an enforcer may be revoked. I don't think he's going to care too much.
でもさ、ほんと無駄だから。俺の色相とかそういうの、カウンセリングでどうこうなるようなもんじゃない。
Sometimes it's right. Sometimes canceling doesn't really do much for you. But
だいたいなんかやらかすならとっくにやらかしてる。このくらいで俺の覚悟は壊れねえよ。
覚悟ですか。
Resolve, you say?
ああ。だってあんたにはわかんねえかもしれないけど。 俺には執行官以外に生き方なんてねえんだから。
Yeah, you're good at it. Then Enforcer Kagori looked right at me, and his eyes had this clear and determined look to them, suggesting that his hue had not been corrupted yet.
そうやって俺は生きる。決まったレールの上を走る。あんたたちにはそれでいいんだろ？
いいえ、
間違い。No, you're not mistaken. He was expressing the best form of himself and acting accordingly, so there was nothing else I could tell him.
他人のことより、あんた自分の心配でもしろよ。
私の
Myself?
記憶がないだなんてありえねえから。あんたの中にはきっといろんなもんが詰め込まれてるぜ。
Right? Is that so? Things inside of me. But I cannot remember anything. Occasionally I feel like I'm on the cusp of reaching my memories, but that was all there was to it. Should I try to search for my memories? If I did not experience any troubles at the moment, it was not necessary. However, the answer, my memories or whatever was left, seemed to have fallen to the depths of the darkened corners of my heart. It could not be recovered so easily? Huh. She says it like a poet. Lots of poetry. Enforcer Kagori refused the canceling, but I, as an inspector, I was required to. It was my turn, and I opened the door of the canceling room. Okay, I'm at the canceling room. Here we go. The cancer did not seem incompetent at all. He started with the basics, offering a warm smile, yet not relaxing too much, as he silently listened to what I had to say. In order to continue talking, he asked me questions, whether it interrupted my speech or filled the upcoming silence. His timing was impeccable. We also discussed the recent case, and naturally there were many inquiries about it being sensitive topics. In other words, the family's dysfunctional relationships. The family? I think it's in the report, but I can't recall. But in order to objectively judge and act accordingly, I feel like I need to distance myself from the case. My colleagues, Inspector Jinsat and the two enforcers, were all hurt and could not maintain their composure, and I could not get angry like Enforcer Tsurugi either. I am not troubled that I have no memories, but sometimes I think that my amnesia and my lack of emotions and empathy are somehow related. The counselor generously nodded, and he offered me a proposal. Then, would you like to try hypnotherapy? To that proposal, do I want to do hypnotherapy to remember? Not now, or I don't want to remember? Sure. I'll do it. Yes. Are we going to do it right now? I accept his proposal. What Enforcer Kagori had said to me made me wonder. I wanted to know who I was. More importantly, if my memory loss was what caused those mysterious headaches, it was my duty to resolve the issue so I could perform my job at the best level possible. What? Are we going to do this right now? The counselor stood from his seat and dimmed the lights. Oh my goodness, we're going to do it right now. Gradually, ambient music and calming scent flowed through the room, and I started feeling drowsy. So I think we're going to stop it right here, and you're going to watch next time to see what happens in this canceling session. What will her memories bring? What will we find out about her? So see you next time. This is Hyena Atoku signing off. Have a good night. Bye.